instead of coming out and really performing like the team we know we are, we lacked a little confidence, and that I think that hurt performance. There were certainly spaces to take advantage of today, and we didn't do that enough.
Jeff,
talk about execution. I was wondering if you could drill down on that a little bit. I mean, what we would like to have seen out of the attack.
Yeah, I think it was a timing issue. We had a number of good runs behind the back line. Maybe the pass was off a little bit, the timing was off a little bit. That didn't lead to direct goal scoring opportunities. Maybe the touch was off, and then we couldn't cross it when we were in good positions. Maybe the cross wasn't as accurate as it could have been. So like we were just off on a number of plays, and I think that has to do with the confidence of the group. But what I told them was, these next weeks, use it to prepare. Go back to your clubs, play your games, get strong, get fit, and come to Qatar with an open mindset and the idea that we want to compete there.
Sam.
Can you miss any more information on Gio's?
No.
Considering the lack of execution tonight and on Friday against Japan.
Again, I think, confidence is a tricky thing. And I think when the guys are playing confident, we're a very dangerous team, a very dynamic team. And you saw some of the thinking almost on the field today. And we want to take that out of them. We want them to just play with that aggression and that intensity and the speed that we know they can. Regarding Gio, it was, a case of it felt some tightness, and a precautionary came out for precautionary reasons. Yeah. We'll do this.
Greg, did you read anything into kind of how Christian came off the field when he said that? You think that was just a manifestation of some of the frustration at how things haven't been clicking in this last minute?
No, I think he came off the field as quick as he could, just to let someone else get on as quick as he could so we can score. I think that's a good sign, from the captain today, that he understands the urgency. I talked to the guys about, showing urgency to play the ball forward, to get the ball back in play, to keep the ball moving. And at times we didn't always do that. So something like that is a really good sign for me.
Megan.
Greg, can you talk a little bit about the performances of your fullbacks? Do you think that that's what left? Do you think Skelly was good in his 3-minute run out, and how did it do?
I thought they all had moments. There was plenty of space in wide areas, especially on the right-hand side. Plenty of time to get behind the back line. We talked about before the game was going to be diagonals behind the back line was going to be a key. And I think there were moments. I still think we can improve.
Grant.
Greg, what made your decision to start Turner in this game in the goal, and has he earned some credit in these two games toward potentially being the keeper for?
It was a difficult decision, and first and foremost, I feel for Sean and Ethan for not getting any game time in this camp, and it's never an easy decision. We had to really think about what's going to happen in these next 6 weeks. We knew that Ethan would be playing for his club. We know Sean's going to be playing for his club. We couldn't guarantee that Matt was going to be playing for his club, so we wanted to give him these games that are really important.
Sam.
What do you think of the performance of the center backs tonight? And can you talk about it? It looks like, you guys are playing up for direct today.
Yeah, well, they had a compact base, right? And we wanted to get behind them. They held their line. They weren't sagging, and there was plenty of space to get behind them. So we wanted to take advantage of that. And I think that, if we're going to evaluate everybody, what I'd say in general, there's not many players that performed up to their normal levels in this camp. And that's just how it is. And, it's our job to get them confident that they can perform up to their normal levels. So, if you can ask me about the center backs, the fullbacks, the forwards, the mid, anyone you want to ask, I'd say we're below our normal levels.
Paul.
Follow up on that.
Yeah.
Came in probably hoping to leave the window with maybe a little bit more clarity on decisions that you're going to have to make in 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Do you feel like you were able to do that at all, or not really? Now it maybe changes the dynamic of the value of the club game, the overall big picture, because this window felt so.
Yeah, I think we got some clarity. We talked about it today with the group and with the coaching group, And, you know, I think things became pretty clear.
What
Things.
Go ahead.
Schedule another friendly.
You guys sit next to each other on purpose?
I think you'll schedule another friendly in the November period. Is another 2 weeks.
You know, we play the first game, the second day of the tournament, which was normally the first day of the tournament. So there's not a lot of time. You know, the teams that are playing the back end of that first group game, you know, have a ton of time, have the luxury to play a friendly game. We have to see. I think it's going to be pretty tight.
Jeff,
Greg, what did you think you got out of your midfield tonight? Thinking about guys like Weston time. Bouncing back from Friday.
They competed. You know, I think they competed. I think Weston had a better game. He's still not at how we know Weston to be. Tyler, I think, was perhaps one of the better players today in terms of, you know, activity, ball circulation, looking to play balls behind the back line. And he also improved from, by and large, everybody improved from the game against Japan. And it was just a question of how much.
last one.
What went into the decision to bring in Jesus?
That's a good question. You know, we felt that Jesus can give us what we needed in this game to score a goal and win the game. And, you know, Josh is another guy that, you know, only got 45 minutes of game time and not a huge period to evaluate him on. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, we're trying to win the game and we wanted to put Jesus in.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.